We are live.
Good morning. I'm Vice Mayor Smith, the Chair of Boards and Commissions Committee, and I'd like to welcome you to the March 9th remote meeting. All council committee members and staff are participating virtually. We appreciate your patience as we work through holding these committee meetings a bit differently. To help our audience follow along, I'll state each section of the agenda aloud. We are streaming live on our virtual engagement hub, which is accessible through the virtual engagement hub link on the front page of the city website. We also have an option for the public to listen live by phone. For those of you out there with us today, welcome. For today's meeting, we have the option for people to call in and comment live during the meeting. To call in and comment live, use the same number, 855-925-2801, meeting code 9478. Your phone will be muted and you will hear the meeting live. At this point, speakers will need to push *3 to enter the speaker queue. Right now, I'll go through and introduce all committee members and staff who are participating with us virtually. Please make sure that you unmute your microphone when you're speaking and mute it again when you conclude speaking. Please remember, I read that already. Council and staff, I'll call your name. Please say a quick hello. Councilwoman Antoinette Mosley.
Good morning.
Councilwoman Kim Roney.
Good morning.
Assistant City Manager Richard White.
Good morning.
Deputy City Clerk Sarah Twilliger.
Hello.
Assistant Clerk Jerry Goldberg.
Good morning.
All right. Now we'll start our committee agenda. Approval of the February 2021 minutes. Can I get a motion to approve the January minutes?
Motion to approve?
Well, actually, the February minutes. I'm sorry, I stated that wrong. Can I get a motion to approve February's minutes?
Motion to approve.
All right, I have a motion. Is there a second?
I
Okay.
second.
I'll do a roll call vote for approval. Councilwoman Mosley,
Aye.
Councilwoman Roney,
Aye.
and myself, aye. The minutes have been approved. Committee, you should have received public comment via email prior to this meeting. To those watching, those comments can be found in the on the committee page, page within our folder. I'll open up the live comments right now, and I'll open up just for an hour and a half. Staff, are there any callers in the speaker queue?
I do not see any callers on the line.
Okay. Today, we don't have any appointments to make on this agenda, but we do have a report from Paul D'Angelo, who is our Community Development Program Director. He has some information for us, Paul.
Good morning, Councilwoman Smith, and good morning, boards and commission council members. Paul D'Angelo with the Community and Economic Development Department, here to talk this morning about our Affordable Housing Advisory Committee and their wish to add 2 additional members to the committee for a total of 13 members. The action that we'll request today is approval of a proposed amendment to the Affordable Housing Committee bylaws and to add a total of 2 additional committee members for a total of 13 committee members, and amending this section of the bylaws and expertise to include a staff member from the Housing Authority of the City of Asheville as one of the 2 positions to be added. As you all know, the Affordable Housing Advisory Committee was established in June of 2011 with 9 members on the board. This was updated in March of 2019 to be an 11-member board. As the difficulty of developing and building affordable housing continues, AHAC, the Affordable Housing Advisory Committee, would like to add additional members to the committee to represent expertise needed to help address our affordable housing crisis. AHAC requests adding 2 members to the committee to include a senior staff member of HACA, the Housing Authority of the City of Asheville, to Article 3, Section 1 of housing expertise needed for the committee. This would meet council goals of a connected and engaged community. This was approved by the Affordable Housing Advisory Committee in both February and March. The pros to this would be additional diversity on the Affordable Housing Advisory Committee, adding expertise from the Housing Authority. No cons noted and no fiscal impact. And we are requesting a suggested motion today to move to amend Article 3, Section 1 of the bylaws of AHAC to add 2 additional committee members for a total of 13 committee members, and to amend the section of the bylaws on expertise to include a staff member from the Housing Authority of the City of Asheville. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions this morning, and thanks for having me.
I do have 2 questions, having attended these meetings for a few years. With having to have a quorum of at least 7 to have meetings, are there any anticipated difficulties with having a quorum?
Not that I can think of. So far, even through virtual, we've always had a quorum for all of our meetings.
Thank you.
If there are no more questions, can I have a motion to adopt the suggestions made by Paul D'Angelo?
Sure, Madam Vice Mayor, I move to approve the proposed amendment to the AHAC bylaws to add a total of 2 additional committee members for a total committee membership of 13 members, and amending this section of the bylaws on expertise to include a staff member from the Housing Authority of the City of Asheville as one of those positions.
Is there a
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. We'll do a roll call vote to approve the motion and the second. When I call your name, just say aye or nay. Councilwoman Mosley,
Aye.
Councilwoman Roney,
Aye.
and myself, aye. The amendments to that membership have been approved. Now we'll move on to informal discussion. On our last agenda, we had a few items that we wanted to revisit in conversation or just move forward. That is our Board of Education appointment process, also the update on outreach, and an annual report update. I'll turn this over to the clerk's office for those updates.
Hello, I'll start with the Board of Education appointment process. As you all know, we have received the 5 essay questions from our 7 candidates. They are in this meeting folder here, and they were also sent to you, to the council. We are scheduling those 7 interviews for the next council meeting, which is March 23rd. So those will be in the morning, and we're going to start scheduling those tomorrow after tonight's council meeting. So that's just an update. Those essay responses are posted online for anyone. And then that's it for that. Any questions about that process?
No questions.
Since our last meeting, this is Kim for anyone who's not watching. We have received recommendations from the Asheville City and Buncombe County Associations of Educators. And I just want to be on the record as stating I still think that we do not have to exclude people at this moment, because as we see in these essay questions, we have very thoughtful neighbors who are willing to bring their professional and lived experience. And it's unfortunate that we're leaving some of them out.
All right, is there an update on outreach?
We do. So this is Jerry Goldberg, Assistant City Clerk. We have reached out to several media outlets and other agencies, including JM Pro, Urban News, Ola Carolina, iHeartMedia, Saga Radio, and I said Urban News already. Why didn't I write it down?
Is WRES on your list?
Who is that?
WRES?
WRES, thank you. That I knew there was an important one. WRES is the only one I have not actually connected with and heard back from yet. I may just pop in and go see Elder Hayes on my way home today. But for the most part, we've received very positive impact. We are working on an interview request with JM Pro. We're identifying the proper spokespeople, looking at whether that should be a board member or staff liaison or both at the same time. So we're working on that. We're also trying to identify, hopefully, Spanish-speaking board member or staff liaison would be the preference for us. Ola Carolina also has positively responded. They're on vacation, but we're working through that. Probably next week, I'll be speaking with them. I did want to play just a public service announcement, and this was done by iHeartMedia. It aired on all of their stations, and this was done proactively on their part when they received some information from us. So if you'll bear with me, hopefully this will play.
Jerry, is the PSA playing now? If so, it's possible it's coming through your headphones and not through the audio.
Okay, hold on. Let me take my headphones off and see if we can do it this way.
Looking for a way to get involved in local government and play a part in shaping the future of Asheville? Serving on a City of Asheville board or commission is a great place to start. Through a variety of boards and commissions established by Asheville City Council, citizens can provide input on the policies that shape their government and their city. There are currently more than 30 boards and commissions that advise the mayor and city council on an array of issues. Put your perspective, leadership, and knowledge to work by serving on one of many city advisory committees. Being on a board or commission does require a significant personal commitment, so applicants should consider their ability to commit their time and personal energy before applying. For an application form, please visit the city's boards and commissions webpage at asheville.nc.gov. That's asheville.nc.gov. I'm John Roden, Out and About, brought to you by your friendly neighborhood Ingalls.
So as I said, that was proactively done. So that was not scripted by us. Our scripts for our PSAs, which iHeart will play, and I have not confirmed with Saga, but I'm pretty sure they will. I'm pretty sure John Hayes will play it on WRES as well. Those will be much more targeted to what we're looking for in our board members and in our applicant pool. So, but I did want to just show you something that's moving forward. And with that, I'll take any questions you may have.
Great work, Jerry. I did have a question about our script. Can you remind me if we included a suggestion to attend, even virtually, some of the meetings in advance of a board or committee that you might be interested in?
So we have not scripted the PSAs yet because I do want to target them specifically for the demographics of each state radio station that it will air on. So as I'm getting the commitments, I'll start scripting it. We will include that because I think that's important. And I do include that when people reach out to the clerk's office requesting interest in different committees. I just always suggest that they attend.
With 21 years radio experience, I'm happy to review that script with you if you like.
Happy to.
Yeah, and
That's
I'm almost feeling that the script is fine. I think the targeted approach will come from a different voice or a relatable voice. So I actually like the content within the script. So maybe we just take the same language, maybe add what Councilwoman Roney suggested on the end for just basic attendance from anyone who's interested, and then just have individuals like Johnny Hayes. He's a very recognizable voice. And then for Ola Carolina, maybe just having that translated and interpreted in his, and then I think that is a targeted approach to it instead of just reworking the script, less work and just more of a strategic approach.
Thank you.
Agreed, especially with those folks who already have that social capital or name recognition or vocal recognition for the radio. I would add that for our Spanish language audience, we may want to add that all meetings are held in English.
Thank you.
Were you able to touch base with CPC?
I have not yet. That is on this week's agenda.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that effort. Are there any updates on our annual report?
Yeah, a quick update. As you know, the deadline for our annual reports were pushed back until March 8th, so they were due yesterday evening. We have received a majority of them. I think we have 19 in. A couple of boards did ask for a little bit of an extension. which would be during this week. So we hope to send you the full packet on Friday. And that will also be posted on our boards and commissions webpage.
Okay. Thank you. Now we'll open up the line for public comment. Again, I'll open up for half an hour. Staff, are there any callers?
We do not have any callers on the line.
Okay, any more further comments from the committee? If no, I'll adjourn this meeting. You all have a good day.